Hey guys, so in this video I am going to demonstrate how you can create and host static websites on Azure Storage accounts. The reason why you want to use Azure Storage accounts for your static websites is that it is cheaper compared to other most of the other hostings, and is even cheaper. It's cheaper than using virtual machines to host their websites. So first of all, let's start off with this Azure portal. In the Azure portal, I have to create this storage account first. So search for storage accounts. Okay, create a new storage account. So you can use a existing resource group or create a new one. I'll just create a new one. Okay, just give it a name. And the location, performance, I'll just put standard, and account kind, storage B2, that's what I will put. For replication, I will just put locally redundant storage because that is good enough for me. So now I review and create. It will be verified, validation passed, and then I will just create a new storage account. Let's wait for it to finish. It will be deployed into the new resource group. Okay, and we can just go and download a free template. You can just search for free HTML templates. There are a bunch of them out there, so just go and download that. For me, I have already downloaded. So website template, and here is the template files that I have downloaded. So you can do a bit of editings and touch-ups. I use Visual Studio Code to do some editings with my website, with my template. You can use Dreamweaver, other tools out there as well. So this is what my template looks like. Okay, so after a bit of editing, this is what my template looks like. Okay, my deployment is complete. Alright, my deployment is complete. I have already created a storage account. Now I have to create a container. Normally you have to create a container, but over here this is slightly different. Instead of the container, under the storage account, this storage account blade, you will see this static website under the settings. Just click on that. All you have to do is enable static website, put the index document name and error document path. So I will just put index.html and error document path 44.html. That's what I will put, and that's all you need. Save it, and now you will get the primary endpoint URL. So that is your storage container's address. Okay, and that is a path. You can see $web, that is a path. When you click on that, that is where you have to upload your template files. You can either click on this upload button and upload it from there. For me, I use this Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer. Okay, this is the same thing that you can, download the folders, bulk folders So you can just use this. You can simply log into it using Azure account or Azure Active Directory account, or just sign in using share access signature. So I'm already logged in, and at the moment I cannot see this container yet, so I will just refresh it. Under my subscription, under the storage accounts, I will be able to see it in a moment. Just give it a moment. So there is cloud number 9. That is where my subscription is, my container is. Okay, so under my subscription, under storage accounts, under the container, under blob container, I will be able to see 2 paths. One is logs and one is web. $web, that is where you want to upload your folders. Okay, so I will have to navigate to this path. I want to upload all the folders, so I will just upload the folders first. So blob type is just blob. So CSS upload. So you will see the activities down there. It is pretty fast too. Images, upload folder, JS upload. And the last one, and the most important one, is upload the index file. So I will just upload the index file, let it finish. Okay, so now I can see all the 6,000 folders which are from my template. So I think it is already completed. Yep, so they are all ticked, so they must be completed. So I can see all these here, so that is fine. So what will happen now is that if I copy this primary endpoint URL and open a new tab, and if I go there, it will get me to my template. Okay, so my website. So this is my static website hosted on my Azure container. But the thing is, if you notice the URL, it says cloud number 9.z23.web.core.windows.net. It's just too long. Okay, I don't want that URL, so I have to change it. So I don't want to use this long URL. What I will need is a custom domain. You can either use free domains or buy a new one through domain registrars. For me, I use my free domain from Bluehost, my hosting provider. Basically, what you have to do is go to your domain manager. Under cname, you have to point it to the storage path. Alright, so what I will do, get back to my Azure. In my Azure, to use this custom domain that I just got, okay, tesa.tech that I just got, what I will have to do is under your storage account blade, you have to navigate to custom domain. That will be under blob service. Okay, so what it will say is create a cname record with my DNS provider that points from your domain to this address or this address, then enter your domain below. This method is simpler but results in brief downtime while Azure verifies the domain registration. Okay. Right, there are two ways to do that. Okay. What I will do is I will add my domain. So www.tesa.tech. Create cname record with your DNS provider that points from your subdomain. Okay, as verify subdomain. Okay, I don't want that. To as verify this. Okay. Alright, I will add this custom domain and save it. So what will happen now? It says update fail. Custom domain cannot be verified. It says cname mapping for tesa.tech to any of the cloud number does not exist. Alright, so what I will have to do is I will have to go to my domain manager and add a new record. I will actually just replace that to blob.code or windows.net. Alright, I've already updated my cname in my domain manager, and depending on your DNS provider, it will just take a couple of minutes to a couple of hours. Okay, so let's see. I don't think it will update yet, so I will probably pause the video and come back later on. Okay, so I have updated my cname again. So I've updated to this cloud number 9.blob.code, windows.net, and the other one. And I did the DNS check. So when I check the cname, now it points to those addresses. So it seems to be fine, even though some of the servers are not resolved, but that is okay. Will take some time. And now I was able to add this custom domain. So basically, what that means is that when I go to www.tesa.tech, it should get me to the address. Now it says the account access does not support HTTP. Okay, that means can I use HTTPS? Okay. All right. Accept the risk and continue, because I know there's no risks on my website. But anyways, okay, that is the idea of using custom domain. Alright, so what happened back then was because account requires HTTPS. Okay, it needs SSL certificate. And I haven't got one. What I can do is to get the SSL certificate. I cannot do that at the storage account level because there is no option for me to do that. So I have to do that on Azure CDN. So if you go to storage account, Blade, under blob services, there will be Azure CDN. Okay, I've already got the existing CDN profile, which I've already created. So just create a new CDN profile, and once you have created CDN profile, apply HTTPS and add your custom domain. Over here, my custom domain will be teaser.tech. Okay, but the problem with this one is, as you may notice, the endpoint host name becomes different. This is the different endpoint host name. Okay, let me just try that. It will not work. As you can see over here on the right hand side, it says with a little red exclamation mark, it says we could not find a DNS record. That points to cloud9.azureedge.net. So what I have to do again is that I have to copy that, go back to my domain manager, edit the cname, point to azureedge.net. It will again take another couple of minutes. Okay, so I have two cnames at the moment. I probably want to remove one. Let me just get the other one up first, and then I will remove the other one, the new one, cloud9.azureedge.net. So that's it. Basically, what will happen is once the custom host name is added, it will start, getting this SSL certificate. I'll just pause my video for some time and get back again once it's done. Okay, so my custom domain is added. So what I'll have to do is just click on that custom domains, configure custom domains HTTPS. I turned that on. Leave it at CDN manage and save it. Failed to update custom domain properties. Okay, custom HTTPS cannot be enabled at the moment because it takes 8 hours to clean up my previous enablement request for the same custom domain. Okay, I did that before, so okay, it probably takes some time. Alright, please try again later. I will probably leave it at this point. At the moment, what will happen to my website is, if I go to a different browser, if I go to teaser.tech, it will just stripe out my HTTPS. It says not secure. Okay, once that that 8 hours is over, I should be able to get an SSL certificate, and then this will be gone, and then I should be able to see my website with HTTPS with SSL certificate. Alright, so that's about it. So this is how you can create a static website using Azure Storage accounts. Okay, so the thing with Azure Storage account is that it is good to host static websites or small personal blogs that require no compute, no backend server interactions, because it is serverless. Okay, everything is static. The good thing about that is it loads faster. Okay, it is cheaper compared to hosting on VMs, and you still can do a lot of things with that. So for me, this is fine. For me, my main priority is I want to get it as cheap as possible. That's what I want. And as you can see, this is pretty neat template. As long as you know how to play around with the HTML and CSS, you can get nice, website. Right, that's my video about hosting static websites with Azure Storage account. I will see you in the next video. For now, you have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.